Hello, everyone. Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. I'm here to do a career and money reading. It's also going to have to do with your greatest asset, which is you throughout. So self-care will be talked about as well, but let's get started and find out what kind of blessings do you have coming in? What are you attracting at this time? And what are some maybe hidden opportunities that we're not seeing? Let's start out with some oracle cards. This is all placements of Libra. Everyone's welcome. Let's see what we have. All right, messages for the greatest, highest good of the collective. First card out, plane. All right, card 26. Some of you are traveling. Or that's the advice. It's a journey indicated either way. Okay, so this could be physically or metaphorically, but this is about your life becoming more full. A lot of you may have already been feeling that energy of things becoming more full. I'm going to move our friends over here. All right, our little Santa kitty and our tree, just so we have plenty of room here. All right, let's see what else we have. Whoa, lots of cards flew out. I'm going to pick some of those up, but I am going to reshuffle, okay? We're just going to reshuffle. Let's see what we have. What do we have? What do we have? Plane. I heard about a search for employment. Okay, maybe that's why you've come to this reading, but I am picking up on that. If you don't know me, I am clairaudient, clairvoyant, claircognizant, clair everything pretty much. Lots of clairs, but some are stronger than others. And one of the stronger ones for me is clairaudience. And so I will hear messages throughout the reading. Those are channeled messages and only take what resonates, okay? And let's see, we have unicorn, card 33. And this is about you celebrating your uniqueness, okay? And on the card, it does say success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are available to you if you just believe. Let's see. Seeing is believing, believing is seeing, right? Let's see what else we have. Makes me think of magician. All right, full card. Wow, okay. Full card, card 12. And look at all that glitters there. Is it all gold or is some of it fool's gold? Well, let's find out what opportunities are true opportunities. This is about having the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. All right. So, and this is a timeless message, by the way. Let's see. I think that's good for now. Actually, I do. I guess I'll get one more, honestly. I usually tend to get 4. I feel like that's a good number since it's the number of foundations. All right, let's see. And I'm glad I did because now we know that we have a little bit of luck on our side. Card 19, or sorry, card 19. And so 1 and 9 would reduce to 1. And that would be a new beginning. So you have 2 new beginnings here with the Fool card and luck. This is about you being strong and optimistic and, for the opportunities ahead. And as we know that what we think about, we bring about, it's often the case, at least I found that in my life. And it's about the manifestation, right? So like we're living in the energy of, what we want to attract more of. And let's see what we have. Not coming from a place of lack. Let's get one of these cards here. The decks I use are in the description box below. Let's see. The disclaimer's there too. You have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. What else do we have? Oh, we have sapphire. Knowledge, learning, and organization. Oh, yes. So I feel as though, look at that color, right? My goodness. Let's just breathe that in for a minute. Whew. You see a brain here. You see... it looks like, well, there's certainly like third eye activation. I'm getting something about you touching a lot of people. There's sort of a global feeling I'm getting with this. This is about figuring out maybe some things that felt impossible don't seem so impossible anymore, right? I'm also picking up on a hot air balloon. Something is taking off. You're taking flight in some way, an idea, a plan, something you've wanted to do. It could involve using your intuition, or you may be relying on your intuition, or again, that could be the advice. But either way, there's also something here about really putting plans out there in the on paper or in some other organizational way. For some of you, it may be charts. It doesn't have to be like writing. It could be, creating a visual of some kind. And I encourage you really, when you are trying to plan things out in any area of the life, really, one way to, that's going to do the way that's going to speak most to you. If you find yourself to be a very visual person, have it in a way that makes sense to you. Drawings, we don't always have to write. Some of us don't want to write, others of us love it, but, a diagram even of getting how you're going to get to here to there and have it, and put your heart and soul into it when you come up with the drawings, or maybe you want to paint it, or maybe you're really physical and you want to make something that's going to show like your plan and how it's going to come into fruition. Okay, so there's just a lot of ways that we can organize. Okay, it doesn't have to be the typical ways. I always encourage people to go into like their own strength, like what's going to be most effective for you, and so you can enjoy the process of organization and of making difficult tasks maybe not seem so overwhelming, right? And always tackle it one step at a time. That's my advice here for that. And the other thing they were telling me too is maybe come up with a little tune. A lot of you sing, like just how are you getting your manifestations coming to you? And this isn't just about manifestations, but it is about how to organize your life and yourself in a way that you're ready. You're in a more receptive mode. So this is how we're going to get ourselves into a receptive mode to receive our blessings. This is how we're going to get into that, the position we need to be in order to receive, in order to gain the skills, do that sort of learning, the knowledge, tap into your higher knowledge, call upon your guides. And let's see, a lot of us want to move towards freedom and independence. And we're reminded that there's magic all around us. There's this infinite source of healing and creation and vitality that we each possess within. It's a matter of learning how to tap into it. Perhaps some of you are wanting to learn how to tap into your own healing capabilities, as you know maybe that you are healers naturally. Let's see what else we have. Sage, alchemy, solutions, and wisdom. Look at that. This is such a healing card right now. Like it's just such a soothing sage green, right? It's very earthy and grounded. And I'm getting something about herbs, herbalist. There's something here. They're even telling me something about like something that can feel really or maybe you've been feeling kind of melancholy and like not a whole lot of excitement. Things may be feeling kind of gray and kind of dismal for some of you. And they're saying put your magic cap on here. This magic cap, you don't have to be a witch either. It's for me, it symbolizes magic. It can be Santa's hat, it could be anything, but it's about you really, again, putting your creative abilities to good use as you develop what it is, as you take steps to develop and come up with sort of a path that's going to work for you. Again, how are we going to get ourselves into that receptive mode to welcome in these blessings? And what blessings do we have? Let's find out. This is the Color Goddess casting card deck. Okay, that's too many. I'll take only the one I saw, and that is Indigo. Discovery, intuition, and perception. That's a card that wanted to come through anyway. Look at the dragonfly here. Look at that. And there's something here about a letter. You're getting something you love, or you're putting out your real desires into a plan again. Okay. Or maybe that's the advice, as I say. Okay. So perceive how you're perceiving things. So indigo, sapphire, these are higher chakra colors. Okay. This is like, again, like some of it'll start with your throat, but like it with the sapphire color here. So it's like, think throat chakra, third eye chakra. Okay. And it's all about sort of clearing out some stuck energy too. That is coming in. That is some advice here that we have here. In fact, let's get an Ask Yourself tarot card right now and see what is it that we, like a question or something we might need to surrender to, or ask it. So what situation in your life is calling you to have independence and self-realization with a 9 of Pentacles? This 9 of Pentacles is where we want to be. And check this out, folks. We have, can I pick this up? Okay. Look at the colors. They're pretty similar, but this one's a little brighter here with this 9 of Pentacles in the garden. That is Virgo energy. And that is, again, that intuition, and so there's a bird in flight here. It read to me as a butterfly. So this is really transformative. It's transforming from this sort of, I can feel like I know what I want to do. I'm tapping into my heart more. I feel like I'm being open, but why isn't it like falling into place and lining up, right? Well, this is maybe a question we need to ask ourselves here. What situation? There could be one particular thing or person or mindset. What in your life is calling for you to have independence and self-realization? It's kind of like what do you need to let go of? But then what do you need to capitalize on and bring it, So Well, that's what we have here. So it's keeping that hope and knowing that you can, and look what else is green, the luck. So they're letting me know here that something that may seem rather dismal, rather blah, ho hum, whatever, is there's a lot of, there, I just saw 1010 on there. So think balance and things, and balancing your life so that you can have these new beginnings. Okay, that's what that number is meaning to me at this moment, the 1010. All right. Um, don't give up. Hang in there. Okay, hang in there. Some of you may be feeling trapped or something, or you may not be feeling the magic in your life, but it's there. It's there. They're telling me, this too shall pass. Right? You have a moth here. Okay, we have a lunar moth here. Okay, and very similar to the there's actually, you know what this is about? It's kind of like if you take sort of the butterfly, the transformation and everything, and then you add in some lunar energy, so it'd be a lunar moth. This is like really. It's addressing anxieties and things, but it's also that you may not be seeing how much you have transformed, or how there's the magic in a certain situation, or the fact that you have and possess so much wisdom. And I look at this as like there's a jade statue in the back, and I feel like they're holding this flower, and it's like you're going to be honored for something. For some of you, again, I am picking up on sort of herbal medicine or something to do with that. You could be taking care of yourself, but remember, you have that luck on your side. This is about you being strong and optimistic. Okay. And that's actually going to help change your luck. Think of this as the Wheel of Fortune, right? I'm even seeing that in this card. Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, right? It doesn't have to stay stuck. You, my friend, do not have to stay stuck. Which we have to believe in our own power, okay? We have to. Because it's like believing in magic, right? You don't know exactly how or whatever. You don't have to fully understand it to believe in it, right? That's a lot of like what energy work is too. We can't necessarily see it, but we can feel it. It's really hard to explain, right? So with this indigo here, discovery, intuition, perception, again, it's about the perception. And you can put yourself in that energy of opportunity and even happiness, and being okay with what's going on right now, because you know that you're working on changing it. You know that the universe is working with you, and this is about being able to bring in those blessings. All right. There's a gate. See the doorway here, the doorway, it's lit there. We have to, maybe some of you need to embrace some sort of change or take a risk. This is about being adventurous. Remember, you have that Fool card here. Okay. So being adventurous as we pursue our Nine of Pentacles for ourselves, our independence, our own, whatever success and security is to you. Because the fact of the matter is, I think a lot of us, I'd say almost all of us, want to have that self-sufficiency. We want to have those, that pride too that comes with it. Another card did come out with this, and it is the Devil card. So this is, it can have to do with temptations. It can have to do with, just habits that aren't in our greatest, highest good, addictions, that sort of thing. And it can be to anything. You could be addicted to people pleasing, So with the Devil here, a more earth sign energy here. So you have the Capricorn energy here on this card, and it's what boundaries do you need to be created? Like, what do you need to create as far as boundaries? Again, it's coming back to structure. How can we structure our lives in a way where we are ready and know we're deserving of blessings in the highest form, really, in like the biggest, the best, the brightest? Why can't you have it? Well, you can. Okay. So that's not the question to be asking ourselves. Why hasn't happened to me? The question we should be asking ourselves is, what am I doing to bring it in? And if you have some fears, like, how can I tackle those fears? Because I feel as though we need to be in like a do it anyway kind of mindset. Yes, I may have this, and this going on. Here's how I'm going to do it anyway. Here's how I'm going to work towards my goal anyway. All right, let's get another one of these cards here. So when it comes to sort of anything that you would consider low vibration, what do you need to do in order to put a stop to that? Your readings have really been focusing heavily on that lately, Libra and everyone. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands here. There it is. There's the 1111 card, celebration, Aries energy. Now, an Aries is a go-getter, right? I don't know how many of you know Aries, right? You have Aries in your life, but one thing I love about them is it's like, I never have to guess how they're feeling, because they have no problem telling me and showing me. And that, I really value that, actually. And also they're not afraid to get in there and get their hands dirty and do the work. And there's a lot of energy, I find. And Aries is opposite Libra on the wheel. So a lot of the times, from what I understand, if we go across that wheel, from our sun sign, we can certainly, we can sort of like resonate with whatever's going on in each other's lives. So maybe you've had a lot of Aries in your life too. But they are opposite, but that's actually not a bad thing, because that's a good balance, and there can be some co-creation even with Aries energy. And so what situation in your life is bringing you the stability you seek? How are you going to get there? What kinds of structures do you need to put in place? What sort of things do you need to be investigating? We're Libras, right? Anywhere in your chart, Libra. We love to investigate, right? So it's almost like, if you look at it, I mean, a lot of us Libras, we love, again, the detective work, the investigation, the research, the figuring things out. We're very analytical. Well, how can we solve this puzzle then? Treat it as a puzzle. Maybe if we step back from it and we get out of our own feelings, we can actually step into our full power and our strengths. And one of our biggest strengths as Libras, anywhere in your chart, is again, that mental ability, that thinking it through, like, how can we figure this out? It's about solving the problem, and whatever that problem is. And the problem may be, I don't know how to move forward, or how do I start forward, or where do I go, right? These are questions we may all be having. So hopefully this reading is going to help you answer some of those questions and give you a little bit of insight, maybe a lot, actually. Maybe it'll at least give you, point you in the right direction, because a lot of us need that. I do want to say, though, especially holding this Aries card with celebration, is you are the person, you are the sole person who is going to put yourself on that path to success. You are the one who has to make it happen. A lot of us are looking out all the time on how other people are doing, on how, and on even looking for answers, like, in readings, even, for example, or, we're always feeling like we need to consult people. They're telling us now with this Nine of Pentacles and this Four of Wands, that it's actually, it has to come from within. The answers are within. And I know it sounds corny, and I know people overuse it, but there's a reason why some of those phrases stick, right? And it's because there's a lot of truth to it. If we want to get ourselves out of a dark place or a spot or jam or whatever, we have to do it ourselves. And we know that as adults, right? We know that. Let's get another color casting card. I'm feeling so much hype and energy here. I actually really love it. I just feel like a lot of there's something really good coming. And if you don't, maybe you'll leave here feeling a little more inspired today. That's always my hope, that at least you gain something positive. But and if you do, please remember, like the video, subscribe, leave a nice comment. It's all free. I am open to memberships as well. All right. So enough about that, right? Let's get on with this reading. Okay. Get on with this reading, please. What else do we have? They're saying, hold yourself in high regard, okay? And you'll be doing a victory dance. And it's okay if you've I'm not into football, but they're saying it's okay if you fumbled the ball, it's okay if you've made some missteps. That's part of the journey, right? It's part of it. And it just is. In Coral, refresh, regeneration, renewal. You have this new start. There it is. There's another doorway. It leads to the sun, to the star. This is, again, that's that vitality. You also have the what is that? It's a cameo. You may have someone's cameo, like a relative or something like that. But this is like, oh my goodness. And they're saying, look your best, smell your best, be your best. That can actually help you set the mood for you feeling good about yourself again. Maybe if you're wearing, lounge pants all the time at home, you're not going to be that productive. Maybe if you're just working from home all the time, you're not going to be as productive. We need to get ourselves out there and maybe even change what we can about ourselves and in the environment, even, or to kind of boost our own vitality so that we can go after what it is we want, so we can create it, get more into a creation mode. Maybe you'll create more if you get up, make your bed, brush your teeth, get dressed, and then dress like you're ready in case opportunity knocks at your door. If someone knocks at your door, you're showing your best self still. And it's not about looks and glamour. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, when do you feel your most productive? Put yourself in that energy. right? Let's get into that energy. And environment really plays a key role, not just our internal environment, but external as well. If you feel like, you know what, there's just a lot of clutter here, there's a lot of like clearing out I need to do it. You know, little small steps even. We don't have to be overwhelmed, but we do need to face our fears and our own anxieties. We do need to realize that we are worth it, that we're worth the wait. We're worth the discomfort of putting ourselves in scary, courageous situations, right? Where we're really going after what we want. We are totally worth it. The sky is the limit. We have to have faith. We have to realize that, you know, we are not going to let life pass us by, right? This is the time for us to do what it is we want to do. You are a diamond. You are shining. This is your time. And you can soar above whatever's been in your way. Absolutely. So we're facing the obstacles. We see them for what they are, or who they are, for some of us anyway. And we're going to go for it anyway. Maybe we don't have all the resources. Maybe we don't have, you know, the place for where we want to do our business. Do it anyway. Do what you can anyway. Start from home. Start small. That's what I've done. Start small, right? And then realize the success in that and celebrate along the way. Remember our Four of Wands. Celebrate. Okay. And the more we celebrate, the more we're going to have to celebrate. Because that energy, it builds momentum, right? So this is about regeneration and again, renewal. Yes, can you do this? Can you start over? Yes. And we're not starting over. We never get a do-over in life, right? What we're starting from where we are, and where we are is going to vary, right? And that's why we shouldn't compare ourselves to other people, because your journey is solely your journey. As much as we're connected, we are very individual, right? We are definitely like, our journey is our journey. And as much as we might be connected energetically to the world, only we know everything we've been through and gone through. And that's why I try not to give too much. I don't like to come across as like judgy or anything, because I don't know your story, right? Only you know your story, and don't let anybody else write it for you. I'm certainly not going to do that, right? And I do share some of my personal opinion on this channel. So if that's not for you, maybe I'm not your reader, but I do hope you get something out of this reading. Anyway, stop and smell the roses too, the flowers, the whatever types of flowers those are. Okay. Something they're telling me could be right in your backyard. Like there could be something really nearby even that you could be doing or working with, or a support in some way, or just, you know, noticing what's going right and what you've done right, you know. Oh, I love this. Oh man, wow. Such great energy here. Lots of it. There's a lot of new, fresh, clean energy coming in. I love that. Let's get another Ask Yourself Tarot. This is the Ask Yourself Tarot deck by Monica Louv. All right. The first deck I used with the Luck, Fool, Unicorn, all that was the Fortune Oracle by Sharina Starr. All right. Let's see what else we have. What do we have? Good news on the way. It could be in May. There's that. I'm getting Sharon too. Okay. Oh, Nine of Cups here in reverse. Ooh. Nine of Cups in reverse. Now that's Pisces energy. A lot of the times Nine of Wands upright is wish fulfillment, right? So when I'm seeing this in reverse, it's like, you know, and a lot of the times on this deck, I'm finding that the questions they ask are kind of like, what's the shadow work you need to do in order to get to that, whatever the card is. So it's kind of already giving like a reverse meaning in a way. So what situation in your life is bringing you emotional fulfillment? And then I invite you to ask yourself, and what isn't? What situations in your life are not bringing you emotional fulfillment? What is not a wish come true? What's been a nightmare? How can we change it? And again, small steps, big rewards. We're getting ready. We're getting ourselves in that position where we are ready. So let's go ahead and we'll use the Yuletide Tarot by Christopher Hughes and artwork by Erin O'Leary Brown. All right, lots of cards. So we have a big story coming out. We have the Knight of Gifts. Now in this deck, gifts are pentacles. So Knight of Gifts here, you'll see the person's kind of, you know, they're sitting under the tree and they're not really paying attention to their own gift and the growth that it could bring, the possibilities. So Knights generally have to do with the action, right? And this person's not really, are they taking action? I mean, it doesn't really look it. They seem to be kind of in this alone energy here. So this is, Knight of Pentacles or Knight of Gifts. They're definitely, something crashed. they are sort of the slowest, knights in the deck, but they're still a knight. You'll notice the little horse down there. So maybe you are taking slow action. Remember, slow action, action, right? They're like, get up and go. You're ready. You might not feel like 100% yet. Again, this person looks like they're kind of in their loungewear or whatever, and they're kind of sitting home alone. But they're not being present. So there's something here about being present, acknowledging your gift, and refining it, tuning into it. And look at the elephant, the ornament here, the lucky. Its trunk is up right there, symbolizing luck. And but there's initiation here. You need to. There's something you need to initiate here. I'm being called to all these different animals here on the tree. A lot of animals. What you do, like you truly are magnificent in some way. And and if people tell you that, believe them. Believe it. We have to learn how to accept compliments, right? And I know, because you know why? You know why I would say simple, practical, like, you know why we need to learn how to accept compliments in a world where they are few and far between, right? You don't often get communicated to when something has gone right. You usually, even people to people, friends to friends, they tend to share, like, what's going on, what's upsetting them, what's bothering them, and everybody's therapist right now, right? But what about if we tune more into what is going right and the gifts you do have, and accept those compliments? When people tell you nice things about yourself, make sure you're believing them. Make sure that you realize that compliments don't just come easily these days. So believe them, right? And sit and meditate, even if you need to, or reflect upon. Meditate, it doesn't have to be sitting, lotus pose, or whatever. It doesn't have to be that way. It can be walking, it can be doing dishes, it can be anything you want it to be. It could be hanging out with your cat, your dog, or whatever, watching your fish in the tank, whatever it is. But it's about you being able to do difficult things too. Here with this bonsai tree, they are not easy to care for, but it's okay, because it's not impossible. I can actually give you a literal example. I never thought I had a green thumb or whatever, but I've been able to keep bonsais somehow, and I don't even do anything to them. I just let them be them, right? So sometimes we just need to let things work out, right? Let things, like maybe this is what this person is doing. They're kind of letting things sort of unfold a little bit more. Maybe that's your energy right now, seeing what is coming in. You have the Wheel of the Year, Wheel of Fortune. Then okay, at first I thought that was an Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you do have it's definitely an opportunity coming in. But this, again, remember I said I was seeing luck and the wheel here. So it's your destiny is to be happy. Right? That's what it is. It's like, again, be strong, be optimistic, know that wheel can change. In fact, I had mentioned the wheel when I saw that luck card. So this is about you having opportunities ahead. You might not see it fully though, because it's half buried in the snow, or you may feel stuck in some way right now. This is like a difficult time of year to start things, because there's so much extra this time of year, right? It's like there's just so much extra. But you can, in the quiet times, maybe get some tea or whatever and sit by your tree, or your, Christmas tree, or, or just sit in a place, your comfy chair, whatever it is you can do, wherever your happy place is, just sit there and give yourself some sort of time to really listen to yourself. Because again, those answers come from within you. Within you. They're wanting me to stress that. That's why I stress it. Okay. Good thing I have like an animated voice, right? If I'm going to be doing these readings, because they want me to really like punctuate certain things for us. Okay, so some of you, yeah, this does not count, by the way, this Nine of Canes, which is the Nine of Swords. That's not what I mean by get quiet and sit and allow yourself to sort of just be. No, this person is stressing out. Maybe they're not taking good care of themselves either. You can see they're chewing on their pen. That's something people do when they're stressed out, maybe. You can't tell if someone's in the bed or not. They might not even know if they're in a relationship or not, or if they're staying where they are. So that's coming through intuitively here. And they're writing, and then they're crossing it out. They're writing and crossing. And meanwhile, we have the holly here, and it's like, this is supposed to be a very happy time of year for most, but a lot of us, it's not a happy time of year, because we have extra stress, we have extra worry, we have family stuff. Maybe growing up, it never was happy, right? Maybe that's, a lot of that was my story too. Like I get it. It's just a lot of mixed energy and mixed emotions this time of year. And so whatever you can do to take good care of yourself, journal during the day. If you give yourself, however, maybe set a timer. If you don't have a lot of time, take 20 minutes or 15 or whatever your lucky number is. Take that many minutes and allow yourself to just get it all out during the daytime, because then you're less likely to be up all night, right? You're less likely to be up all night thinking about it. A lot of the times those things will come to us before we go to bed because they're things we have not resolved during the day, things we haven't allowed ourselves to even slow down and just be still about. And sometimes it is just that stillness. You don't have to actually be meditating or anything. You also, oh yeah, you have a 5 of candles here. Okay. And here's someone, kind of getting it from somebody else. Like someone's coming down on them and being like, how dare you? So maybe some of you with the 5 of candles, that's the 5 of wands. So there could be some sort of like conflict. It could be about money. It could also be about family in general. But it's like here we have one person feeling like it looks like the other one person's making them feel bad about something else. All right. And with the 5 of canes here, it's like, again, you might be dealing with, so 5 of canes would be 5 of swords. So when I see the 5 of wands and the 5 of swords together, I think, wow, something in your life needs to change because there's been a lot of conflict. There's been a lot of drama, perhaps for some of you. There's maybe been some sort of manipulative energy or something just not as it seems, or you feel as though you're being toyed with in some way. And maybe someone's trying to get away with something, but yet, oh, you know what I get? Someone's a hypocrite in your life, possibly. And who wants to take advice from a hypocrite? I don't. All right. 7 of gifts here. So 7 of pentacles. Oh, so this is you, even though you may be getting criticized, like you're not doing this fast enough or good enough, or you should be doing this or that, or blah, blah, blah. I'm actually picking up on weight loss for some of you. You may be feeling as though, or someone may be criticizing you for not achieving a goal on time, or any goal really, but they gave me weight loss. So again, also, you know what? Maybe it's what's interesting, what's so ironic is maybe that person or that place is what's holding you up, yet they're the ones criticizing you. So talk about a double whammy, right? No way. Like double whammy, time to scrammy, right? So it's time to get out of that, not allow that anymore. As much as you can possibly help it. Then we have the Hanged Man and with the King of Candles. Now, okay, I'm loving this because look, you've got 7 of gifts here, which would be 7 of pentacles. And that is about, again, like being able to maybe see your own growth. And that's all that matters. Like in your own private world and in your own mind, that you're doing the right thing and you're taking the right steps. You do not need approval from somebody else. Okay. It's just, you can do what you want to do. And look at maybe your perfection, your idea of perfect and good is not the same as anybody else's. And that's fine. You set your standards. That's what's so great about this life. You get to decide so many different things. I get it. Some things are out of control. That's why I don't like to say on this channel always and never and blah. I don't use extremes like that because everybody's different. Everyone comes to the reading differently. It is a general reading too. And even if I was doing a private reading for you, not everything I would say is going to just hit it on the head, right? So you have to use your own intuition. I think that's one of the best things you can do for yourself right now is for you to tap into your own intuition. And all it is quietly listening. That's where you can start. If you want to get into meditation, great. But it's learning. It's like, just be open to receive and then just jot down what you hear, what you feel, what you think, whatever, ask a question out into the universe and whatever, just give it time. And then and the idea is like, don't think. It's funny because I joke, as someone who's intuitive and does this for a job, I'm like, or career, whatever. I'm like, when I get myself in trouble, even in these readings, is when I start thinking. The whole thing with these readings is I'm not thinking. I am an open channel. I am receptive. I set my intention at the very beginning that I receive messages for the greatest, highest good of the collective. Okay. And that I'm able to communicate it in a very compassionate and concise and meaningful way for you so that you get the messages you need to get. And sometimes it'll be a message and sometimes it won't be. But if you set your intention, you ask the question, the universe will deliver. It's not going to be right away. You might still be confused for a while, but please take deep breaths. Do what you can to keep yourself calm because eventually it will all come together. This will eventually all make sense. You're going to see your way out or in to something new. See your way out of something you don't want to be, see your way into something you do. All right. So not being sidetracked by other people's, you know what, right? Enough of their games. Hanged Man. Yeah. Okay. So, again, this, this is getting that new perspective, that higher perspective, and your perspective is what matters most. That's whose perspective you should value the most. Right. Because again, you know your life story better than anybody else. It's not theirs. Some of you are being called upon to actually share your life story. There's also, I'm picking up on someone Christmas shopping or something, and they're shopping for music for somebody. So like an album or there. Yeah. So there's that. And I just heard the name Buchanan, um, and like Huckabee or Buckabee. Oh, so they're talking about those Buckeye candies. So in these readings, I could be picking up on energy of like a loved one crossed over, or like your loved one in here, or you, like what you're doing right now, because it's past, present, future. It's all blended together in these readings for me. So, Buckeye, maybe. Oh, they're also telling me that like your sense of smell, like your why I always space on the word, but anyway, it's the clair where you actually smell things. Okay, there are a couple different names for it. Oops, more crashes happening. What is going on back there? Okay, they're telling me to get grounded and balance the energy too. Okay, so let's see, clair, smell. I mean, I know there's olfactory and stuff, but there's also there's another name. It's like clair. There's clair olfactants and there's clairalience. Okay. So clairalience is when you can perceive smells that aren't actually there. So you're basically smelling things intuitively. Some people will see things intuitively. And let's see. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. So clairalience is clear smelling. They sometimes it'll also be called clair olfaction. Sorry. So it's they're both right. Okay. So we won't get into like that too far here, but let's just say they're both right. Okay. So there we are. So anyway, your clair alliance may be a little more prominent right now. Like you may be, and also there's that peanut butter connection. So I don't know. Oh, someone just said, "Oh, you're my little peanut butter cup." So do you call somebody your little peanut butter cup or buttercup or peanut? Okay, so there's that. All right, so and I just heard someone say, actually, I have an allergy. So okay, all right, heard that. King of Candles, so King of Wands here. This is like the outcome energy here of like if you continue to believe in yourself and you realize and you're taking those small steps and you realize you define your own standards, you set your own pace here, and it's a matter of perspective, because Seven of Pentacles, that's usually the person kind of looking in their garden and they're seeing if they're how much things are growing, they're assessing their own progress and growth, right? Well, again, they're the only ones there. They're not surrounded by people like in the Three of Pentacles. They're the only ones there. And so perspective is always part of that card for me. And now you have it paired with a card of perspective, a shift in perspective, a pause, enlightenment in some way, right? So this is about you knowing something that someone else could consider a failure, you could consider a gain. Maybe they're not thinking, oh, that you've done something their way. Who cares? It's not their way. It's not their life. Okay, that agitates me, as you can tell. Like it's like that doesn't matter. Maybe I'm picking up on like your energy of being like agitated, irritated, annoyed with somebody really kind of like it's like they're not your boss in real life. They are, maybe they're your supervisor at work, or maybe they're someone you live with, but you don't, this is still, you are the authority on your own life, and therefore that's whose advice you should be taking. That's whose lead you need to take. Take your own lead on your life. It's your life, right? We each get that opportunity. All right. So getting rid of those controlling energies, all right, the ones who just want to bring you down, because the bottom line is you have this King of Wands here coming in, and that's somebody sitting comfortably. This is somebody who has created what they want for themselves. This is somebody who has taken action, right? Because the wands have to do with your passion, your pursuit of what it is that you want. So wands having everything to do with action, inspiration, motivation even, right? It's not about necessarily the others, right? It's just about you doing you, right? Nothing stops a king or a queen of wands, okay? And they don't always see where it's going, where things are going, but they definitely are optimistic about it, and that's how they are successful. They're action oriented too. All right, so that's part of it. So it's about your action, your passion, your creativity, your vision, your communication, you building your own enterprise. Okay, I had to pick up some things that fell there. Okay, so let's see. King of Wands, ultimate. So I want to get one more card, kind of overarching this little area over here. I know you can't totally see it, but oh, what is it? Okay, so yeah, the lighting tree. So the tower, okay. And I know a lot of people go, oh no, not the tower. But there's something here that's coming through with this card, is that this has to do with your intuition too. Again, it's you connecting to your star energy, and you're flipping the script on something or someone. You are choosing to, again, it's like you're taking a hardship and turning it into a blessing or something. Okay. I'm very much getting that with this particular tower card. Okay. That's what it would be, the tower. But there's something here too about like letting go of guilt, and because that could be sabotaging you in some way. Okay. So we want to let go of guilt. And we want to just it's not so much what other people say. Okay, now these cards fell. I'm just getting a lot of things, like I'm getting things falling into place here for some of us, but some of us, you're going to have to move on. I'm getting very much like Eight of Cups energy. I'm like on the floor right now, again, picking up cards. So I don't know why. Sometimes this will happen. I'll have decks move. It's even been shown on this channel before, a deck actually moving on its own. Cards will flip off and all that. And there's just like so much energy. And I'm telling you, it's like, I wish you could see this right now. It's just all over. There's a lot to be said. There's a lot to, we have to get calm. We have to get grounded here. Okay. What do we have? Get calm, get grounded here. Oh yeah. The Holy King, card 4. There it is. That's the ultimate, like one of the ultimate grounding cards. This is about, again, you feeling, I just saw 4144. So lots of fours. You feeling confident. This is the ultimate confidence card here, this Emperor. And again, it's Aries energy. So it does make me think of what situation in your life will bring you the most stability and the most security, and not paying as much attention to, not giving that so much airspace in your head or in your mind, not breathing into things that are harmful, so this is about you taking responsibility. Again, confident business stuff. This is reliability. Okay. This is certainly reliability. This is great for business. This is the ultimate business person here. Okay. And that's, the nice part about the Holy King, as they call it here, the Emperor, is like, they are very self-sufficient. Very self-sufficient, and they're comfortable. Look how comfortable they are. Generally, they're sitting on a throne, right? This is total boss up energy. Boss up, level up. You got this. Let's get some cards specific to your situation, possibly with this money coming from deck. All right, money coming from. Money coming from. What kind of opportunities do we have here? Okay, they're telling me something about supplies. Supply, maybe you're gathering supplies where you want to open a supply store, or there's something about a chain, maybe you're wanting to get a franchise or something. Student, so work with a mentor to learn new skills or teach you how to implement your plans. You could be in school or pursuing some sort of higher education or work for a school district. Teach yourself to succeed with money and get a financial advisor to teach you. Right? Or at least, be looking into it. You don't have, maybe not all of us can afford a financial advisor, right? Kind of ironic too. Lots of irony here today. All right. So you could be getting something new. You have setbacks here. Okay. So this is about taking one step forward to make taking one step forward and then feeling as though you're taking 2 steps back. Is it really though? Because I don't know that's really 2 steps back. Setbacks are telling you that you're not ready to enter a new phase, but you don't have to stay in that back step, right? So this is about doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, possibly. All right. So that could be something that's kind of in our way. A blessing here, a partnership. I said a blessing here and I get partnership for you. Okay. So a partnership in some way. 44 and 11 on the timer. So this is about you manifesting a strong and successful partnership. All right. I do get an element of collaboration in this reading for you. This is about considering having a partner who can bring experiences to the table that you lack, right? Remember I think I said yin yang and getting balanced. But it's like, balancing each other's energy out. Oh, I started the reading talking about Aries and Libra being opposites, but yeah, that we do balance each other out. So this is about some of your relationships could be holding you back from success. It's coming in lately in all the readings that I'm doing. So transporter. So this is a good indicator that things are going to start moving rather quickly, likely after the new year. All right. Again, it's a timeless reading though. So there's a career in transportation, like traveling, driving, shipping, that could be appealing to you. Or you could be traveling for work. Yeah, or taking some sort of action, like moving towards something, some sort of action that will help get you where you want to go. It's about getting you where you want to go. Luck. Oh, wow. You have luck and luck. You have luck and luck. What a lucky time, right? Might not feel like it, but luck. They're saying when you get the ducks in the row, the luck will flow. Okay. Hey, I don't control that. That's just what comes in. Getting the ducks in a row will let the luck flow. All right. So again, they're like getting here. See, it's organization here on the board, right? All right. So they're saying even some of you may want to make a flyer or flying in general. Okay. So anything you do now is going to be prosperous for you. All right. Especially we have the solstice coming up too. So that's another, it's like a new start. We have a new year coming in again, a new start, new beginnings, new start. So if you believe that you're lucky, you will create an abundance mindset, right? So this is about your perspective could be stifling the growth. That's the shadow side to this card, okay? And it could be stomping on your luck. So we want to stay in an energy of I attract luck. I'm deserving of luck. I am lucky. And you have that Wheel of Fortune, remember, Wheel of the Year coming in too. Something lucky after the new year, potentially. Writer. Again, when I was talking about, writing it all out, write it out, or give yourself time to journal, so this is about words being magic and using them to manifest more abundance. Maybe you do need to come up with a pamphlet, a flyer, or something, a little, little spiel about what it is you do, what you offer, and why people should take it and want it and buy it from you. Okay. So it could also be about blogging, content creation, writing your story, any kind of creative career to where you have a finished product. Okay. So this is about words having power and sharing your gift with the world. Let's see what else we have. I just heard motorcycle repair. All right, let's see if there's any sort of money block here. Any sort of money blocks? All right, money blocks. I just heard the market isn't helping. All right, let's see. You're being too hard on yourself. You could have a blocked third eye chakra, and you may not be valuing all your time, or you could be spending your time on the wrong things. So let's see. With being too hard on yourself, this is about creating unnecessary and difficult hurdles. So don't be the reason why you have an obstacle. Don't be your own obstacle, right? Be your biggest fan. You are a winner. This is giving yourself credit for how far you've come. You don't need to lower your bar, but you need to be able to see all of your small wins. We already talked about that. Thank you, Spirit. I love it when they kind of let me know that, yes, we're in the right track. We're coming full circle here, right? Blocked third eye chakra reminds me of the cards we got in the beginning here. So you may feel non-assertive or afraid of success. You might feel like your intuition's always wrong, but if you unblock your sixth chakra, you could heal your third eye chakra here, practicing meditation, using crystals, even connecting to your intuition and the subconscious, which we already have. You can rely on your intuition for guidance, but make sure that you are coming at it from, yes, can what we think is our intuition misguide us? Sure. But that wasn't intuition then, probably, right? That was like, maybe we weren't fully grounded. We weren't really listening to what we heard. We were listening to maybe what we wanted to hear. So making sure we're not, doing any of that, and just finding ways where you can just, again, be still and just hear what you hear, smell what you smell, taste what you. There's all kinds of clairs, right? All right, so this is about not evaluating your time. So this is about not using your time wisely, and possibly, I'm going to call it a time energy leak or something, where you are leaking all your time into people and places and things that don't value your time. So why do you keep giving them to them? By doing that, you're saying you don't value your own time, which is not true. You value your own time, right? And so we all have the same amount of time. Like we don't get more time. It's what is time anyway, right? It's but anyway, it is a huge, it's a resource of ours, right? This concept of time. And so this is about you staying in charge of your time and evaluating the hours in your days and seeing if there's a lot of wasted time that you could manage better. Time is money, right? That's what we know this. So prioritize your goals and decide what's important, what's most valuable, what's going to get you where you want to be. That is not selfish, friends. That is not selfish. All right. And I'm just gonna, you say you always, you're getting this. You keep getting this. Even on the other channel, even on Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages, getting this card moving up. So you're increasing your power, your status. You could get a promotion. You could move to a better home or office. You're climbing that ladder of success. I can't believe that card came out yet again. All I did was lift the deck and like split it like kind of like randomly like that. And then you have opportunity. Now, this just came up too recently. So this is very interesting. So this is about doors opening up for you. You have the chance to change jobs, start a business, or invest in a new venture. So just do it. So again, I'm getting this message of, before this reading, I was getting, do it anyway. Do it anyway. Not sure, you can't see how it's going to play out. Do it anyway. You don't have all the resources lined up. Do it anyway. And how do you do it anyway? Overcoming what's blocking you internally and maybe in your immediate environment, right? And taking it one step at a time. And don't compare yourself to others, right? That's just not going to be helpful. Let's get a message of empowerment here. And I'll get some cards for entrepreneurs too. Or people who want to be entrepreneurs. Dependent here. So you can't fully come into your own power if you rely on others for financial support. Some of us are wanting to get out of that, actually. Right? And also, two more, okay? You have daydream and reckless. So this is about uncontrolled spending habits and impulsive purchases. Could be making your financial journey harder than it is. I mean, the time of year now we're like, oh, this is on sale, that's on sale, that's on sale. Okay, so daydream here. So this is like having your head in the clouds, being a source of great inspiration, okay? It can be, but also make sure that your fantasies can actually be brought into reality, and we're actually being mindful of that. What else do we have? Career change, ding, ding, ding. I was only going to get 3 cards and I actually picked up a 4th one. Again, they're telling me go for 4, so that could be relevant for some of you. 4. And it all is, again, that's the Emperor energy, that structure, that stability, right? So does your career fully align with who you are financially, fiscally? What? I'm sorry, that was my mistake. Does your career fully align with who you are physically, emotionally, and spiritually? And they're telling me it's not just about fiscally and financially. It has to be more than that. Your life means more than that. Your happiness, you can't put a price on that. Let's see what else we have. Let's get a couple of cards from the success deck card. Okay, I actually have, I have 3 here, right here, 3 right here, okay? It's a large deck. It's hard to shuffle. So I randomly draw 3 and I don't look at them, and then I pull them out during the reading. So today you have organizational structure. Well, what do you know? Organizational structure, card 100. I feel like this came up recently, but what have I been saying this whole reading too? So structure is not just a means to a solution. It's a principle and a passion. So creativity thriving in chaos. Success delights in structure. Let's hear that again. Creativity thrives in chaos, but success delights in structure. So that's great. That's you're creative, but we have to piece it all together. So a system can't run smoothly as long as there's a component that hasn't been well defined. Okay, so we have to really establish a clear sense of rules, roles, responsibilities. That's going to help increase efficiency and productivity. So is there a structure clearly laid out for you? It's for you, if it's your business here, it's for you. Maybe it's not career and all that for you. Maybe it's like self-care. Do you have a plan of how you're going to reach your fitness goals, your wellness goals? Do you have a plan of how you're going to get your house in order? But by the way, that first quote was by Marcel Breuer, an architect, about structure is not just a means to a solution. It's also principle of passion. And it's card 100, and that's how many cards are in the deck. So I get, again, like ending and beginning energy here. And then you have dreaming. And Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So every business starts with a dream. We have to materialize it by visualizing the ideal company in the future. Brainstorm, define your goals, and manifest it. Pardon me. So if you had no constraints, what would your ideal business look like? That's what we're being asked here. And where would you like to be in 20 years, 5 years, 10 years, if everything went perfectly? What does that look like for you? First, we have to have the vision, right? Have that end dream, that ultimate goal, right? And then we build on how we're going to get there. Pardon me. We have 82 here. Systemization. So the leader's role is first to see the wheels of the machine, then get those wheels turning with maximum efficiency. Look at that. The wheel of the year here. What are we doing this upcoming year here? Right? To get that wheel, what sort of systems, what kind of structure are we putting into place? This is what we've been talking about. That quote's by Sam Carpenter, by Work the System. So which processes are the most chaotic and which require the most labor? Are your systems documented to ensure consistent execution? Again, procedures, orders, roles, responsibilities. What are you yourself doing that someone else could be doing for you? So this is about systems being everywhere. It says inspect them across your business and personal life and think how consistently ensures. No, we're going to start over. Systems are everywhere. Inspect them across your business and personal life and think how to consistently ensure their efficiency, including fail-safes, documentations, delegation, and automation. Saving time and staying in a distraction-free flow state are key. Approach the biggest opportunities first, but remember, most process actually comes from many 1% improvements. Small steps. Again, small steps. Let's get an empowerment card for you to kind of piggyback on that. These cards are by Purple Canyon. Breath of peace. I breathe in peace, I exhale stress. I breathe in energy, I exhale weariness. My burdens float away like clouds. I am at peace. Now we have breath of peace, and we are air signs, right? That's why you're here. You have air in your chart somewhere. All right. And still kind of in the full moon energy. We just came off. But again, it's a timeless reading. But let's get a money or a moonology manifestation card. Just one, please. See the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. It is Sagittarius season, and we just came off a Gemini full moon. What do you know? That's when I'm doing this reading anyway. All right. Let's see what else we have coming in. Fortune cookies. Whoa. All right. Sexuality here. Interesting. So this is about existing relationships, maybe finding some new passion. Okay. And maybe having that chemistry. And this is like good for relationships in general. But again, there's like being wary or aware of our triggers and our temptations. Okay. And then you have assert yourself here. Yeah. All right. So go for what you want. The time is ripe for a soulmate or connection of some kind. And in both of these, you have birth of a child. So I don't know if you work with children, if fertility is something here, if you're feeling your fertility, think Empress energy here too. All right. Let me get the light on it a little more here. That's a little better, I think. Oh, okay. Anyway, one more. Commitment. A commitment is indicated around business. Okay. It will make you feel better. All right. Could be around love too, actually. So there I'm getting a little crossover here. All those cards seem to be pointing to something like maybe you met somebody at work or you will, or that is like more than just a partnership there. Let's get an archangel card. Your next reading is probably going to be about self-care, or it's going to be about self-care. I think because well, we'll see, like practical self-care maybe, or about an angel reading maybe. Okay, so it's going to be one of those, I think. So self-care or angels or something. Okay, all right, let's see. Archangel Ambriel, the name Amber could mean something. I just heard light at the end of the tunnel, so there's light. So this is actually the patron of psychics and students, card 34 here. And so this is going to be Gemini energy, and this is about clarity. Oh, and look, it says May on the bottom. Remember I said May? Maybe you're an intuitive and you're going to have a business and it's going to open in May, right? I don't know. But this is about staying positive. Okay, this is about clarity, psychic protection, inspire curiosity. Again, intellect, communication. You're having the aha moment. Could come from that that hanged man situation, right? The hangman card here. So this angel says, I clear mental fog and doubt and bring psychic insight to your awareness for spiritual and scholastic benefit. And a crystal that could help you is sodalite, which is a nice blue, deep blue color. It's actually basically this color right here, and with white on it. This card, blue and white. So consider that. It's very soothing too, and it can help as far as self-expression. Okay, anything else here? You have card 23, Sabriel. So Sabriel, okay. So this is the angel of impossible miracles. This is about having many timelines, okay? And that's why things maybe haven't worked out in a certain time period, because we're dealing with lots of different time periods, all right? This is angel of impossible miracles. This is swift, astonishing surprises. That can be a tower even, because in this deck, it's positive. It's a tree lighting, right? So there's your aha moment. Okay, this is about rapid healing. This is a spark of wonder. This is vitality. There's a miracle cure for some of you. Call on me when you need an impossible miracle, and I will set a series of events into motion to bring it about. Yeah, this is about miracles for sure, and surprises. And the crystal here is bloodstone. Okay, let's see with some angel numbers for you. And then, of course, we'll get an animal card because we always do together. So celestial angel numbers by Midnight Oracle. Here's one. Full circle. I mentioned full circle in this reading too. And here it is, 1919. You reduce it, and it's 11. So you have 11 showing up a few times in this reading because you have, oh my goodness. Okay. So I heard 1212 and took from the top, and now on the bottom, time is right, 1212. Again, divine timing. You had the 1111 card here with Aries energies. So that is really, I would say, like a huge number for this reading is the 1111. All right. So plans coming to fruition here with card 1212. Spiritual guidance, being in the moment, acting now, and staying in the flow. So you have, actually, these cards look pretty similar color-wise, right? Yeah. And so this is embracing new opportunities. Your plans are coming to fruition. Act on something now, okay? Complete something. You're transitioning, change, okay? Cycles, ends, and beginnings. That's right. And it all starts with you and what you want for yourself. Okay, and let me see here. Where's the 11 here? Oh, here's the 1111 card right here. A sign of spiritual awakenings. They're coming in for you. You may have already felt the energy shift, like, and are feeling so much relief now after, Mercury went direct and the full moon and all that. Is like, now you might be feeling better about certain things. And we have the solstice coming up, and we have things changing over to Capricorn, an earth sign energy, more grounded energy, more organized. So the energies are on our side for new beginnings and organizing things for how we're going to have this new beginning. So this is about you being drawn to higher vibrations, 1111. Let's get an animal card, and then we will move on from one another for this time, or this time anyway. All right, if you enjoyed this reading, please tap the like button, turn that little thumb blue for me, and leave a nice comment. Subscribe. That's great. That'd be great, because then you're more likely to see other readings if you subscribe, if you enjoyed this. All right. That's all free. All righty. Let's see. Okay. And I'm hearing away we go. That's been coming in lately. Like, you know what? No dream is too big. No dream is impossible. It really isn't. And by the way, I have been making these readings a little longer for you. I feel that, while some people may be slowing down this time of year, I feel, as for reading and giving you shorter readings, maybe I just feel like, I kind of feel like I need to connect more with you. Okay. So I hope it's not inconvenient to have longer readings, but you can always, tap the, the little wheel at the top there of your screen, and it's your gears, your settings. And then you can make this, instead of like normal speed, you could speed it up. I've actually listened to myself in that way, and I like it. When I listen to videos, I basically, I listen to all of them at double speed, because I like some long readings myself. Oh, you have Cougar here. Card 11. What do you know? More 11s. Openness. Root chakra here with Cougar. And this is being open to all possibilities. Again, don't limit yourself. As I was shuffling, I was like, away we go. No dream is too big. Humpback whale, card 43, holding space. Crown chakra. You keep getting those upper chakras, right? So it's telling you, tap in, use your intuition. With all those 11s, for sure. So be gentle with yourself and with others. Create a safe, nurturing space for healing. Give and receive the gift of being witnessed with compassion. You have lizard, aligning with eternity. Again, crown chakra. Okay, so this is don't let time or space limit you. Believe that everything is possible now. Be open to the magic and miracles. You have magical miracles. Okay, you do have a miracle coming in for a lot of you. It's going to feel like a miracle when you're able to start your business, move to where you want to go, do that traveling you want to do. I just heard adopt, okay, or be adopted or something, like be taken on a partnership, okay? You're welcomed into something for some of you. And you also have card 50, scarab. There's magic all over this reading. Remember, success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you, but we have to believe. We have this soul star chakra that's above your 7th chakra. All right. And that's what's connecting you to the divine, right? Like it's even above your 7th chakra. Okay, your crown chakra. So what appears to be falling apart is actually falling into place. New life emerges from seeming chaos. So trust in divine order and timing. Yeah, a lot of you, the word chaos keeps coming up too. So there is some magic in this chaos. Magic will come from this chaos. Okay, a miracle could come from this chaos. I very much feel that. I feel a lot of you, maybe you're not feeling it yet or seeing it, but you will. A lot of you will. And it all, again, it's about us staying strong, being optimistic, persevering, right? And know that you have opportunities ahead. Take the risks, be adventurous, right? Because you have more to do here in this life. You have more to achieve, and it's about really believing in yourself and not being your own obstacle, right? Fear is an illusion. All right. So that's what I have for you. And I wish you all happy holidays too. And we'll see you in the next reading. So I will be still posting on Christmas Eve, the day after Christmas, okay? Because I always post here on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the afternoon, generally, and I post on Sunday mornings, okay? And that's all Eastern Standard Time, so think New York, Boston time, okay? And then on my other channel, Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages, I post usually Wednesday afternoons and all every Saturday morning, okay? So I am going to continue to do the readings throughout the, throughout everything that's going on, all right? And also, I want to let you know that I've done your 2025 reading for all placements of Libra. Check that out. It's a longer reading, but it's, you can listen to parts of it here and there, or you can put it on fast forward. And then also on the other channel, I have done readings that I'm posting for every sign. I've done them already. They're all finished now. So fire, I just put up. So if you're Sag, Leo, Aries, your reading just was posted on the other channel, and it's split up. So it's like each sign within that element gets a reading of like 25 minutes. So I've done that for all 4 elements now. Okay. Air, fire, water, and earth. All right. So I'm again wishing you well. Thank you so much for being here.